And she fell down the stairs, so.
Oh.
Yeah, I had to go and check up on her because she was screaming and hollering for my name, and I had to get off because I was embarrassed that she was calling for me like that, so I got off.
I imagine she was screaming and hollering like how you scream and holler when you want an extra piece of chicken on your plate.
Yeah. I imagine she was screaming and hollering like how you were screaming and hollering when you found your boyfriend and your brother sleeping together.
I don't have a boyfriend.
Well, guess what? You don't know more because now he's your brother-in-law.
You know, you do all this talking about men things. Is it because you don't have a man yourself?
Well, I find it hard to find a man. I'm sure you have the same issues because you are sleeping with a man that slept with your brother, so that makes him homosexual. And
Again, I'm not sleeping with anybody. I don't know where all these falsities are coming from.
Well, I heard from the grapevine that your brother and your boyfriend were sleeping together.
What
I don't know if that's a
boyfriend?
lie or not, but that's what I heard.
What boyfriend?
I
Oh
don't
my
know.
God,
You
this
tell
fucking
me. I
sun on
never
my
met
face
him.
looks like a filter. It looks like I have a filter on. This damn sun.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, that exposure.
It's too much damn sun.
Yeah, what needs to be exposed is these DL men out here, clearly, because they're getting into relationships with women like you and I, and they want to sit around here and suck and fuck on men.
Yeah, and we don't like that.
At all.
The homosexuals that are out, the Lord
We don't
loves
like them either. And we don't, and I do mean we. And
Oh
we
no.
never have.
And here it comes blessed then. I never said that. Y'all never heard them words come out of my mouth.
I heard her say it.
When I said I don't like no homosexuals. When I said I don't like homosexuals.
No, I heard you say that you don't like them homosexuals. I heard it.
Well, I specifically heard you say when we was on the phone that you said you don't like the trends.
Oh! Well, now if you thought I said that, what I said was I don't like the trains. I can't ride the trains. They're not handicap accessible. That's what I heard. That's what you heard.
And before y'all take that to the mesosphere, that was a fucking joke. We're both joking.
That was definitely a joke.
You sick
freaks. You sick freaks. That was a joke. Anyways, yeah, I said
Bless is ready to give you a rose.
It was the trains. I said I don't like the trains.
Okay, period.
Yeah.
Is that the train that leave them streaks in your drives?
No, the trains that they got ran on you in middle school.
Oh, baby, they ain't run no trains on me in middle school.
Yeah, the trans. The trains that would just run on you in middle school.
And you know what? Let's just leave that line of jokes alone.
Yeah.
We could go ahead and do another sequence.
Yeah. But anyways, what did you do today?
You know, I'm just working and doing what God called me to do as a woman.
Okay, well, God didn't say that women should be working, but...
Well, he also didn't say women should have birds, but...
Well, he wouldn't have made me with one if he didn't want that, now would he?
I wasn't talking about you.
No, I do have...
Well, you should never assume.
Who were you talking about then, if you weren't talking about me?
I was just talking about women with birds.
And what kind of women are those? And what kind of women are those? That's what I want to know.
Oh my God. It just keeps coming back full circle.
What I was saying was I may or may not have a bit of a 5 o'clock shadow, but that's because I've got hormone issues. Been having it since I was a little girl. You see how this tear just came out of my eye? That's all that estrogen in my body. and I got a lot of testosterone too.
You call
So
it a tear, I call it bacon grease.
you call it bacon grease, I call it lard.
You call it lard, I call the Lord.
You call it the Lord, I call it the devil's.
You call the devil, I call the angels.
You call on the angels, I call on the demons.
You call it a battle, I call it a war.
You call it a war, I call it a whore.
You call it a whore, I call it a bore.
You call it a bore, I said that's what your body's built like.
You said that's what my body's built like. I tell you, you're built like a swollen foot.
Well, you said I'm built like a swollen foot. I said something is afoot with your brother and your boyfriend.
And then when you say something is afoot with my brother and my boyfriend, I say something is afoot with that smell between your legs. Because it smells like your coochie got the gout.
You say gout, I say trout, because your coochie, your coochie smells like fish.
You say trout, I say air your drawers out.
You say air them out, I say give me clout. Because I'm going to need it after I get canceled.
Canceled for what?
Oh, for nothing.
I thought you was going to get canceled because you said you don't like.
Oh, no, just for nothing. Because I just love to, people love to cancel Christians because they don't like what I talk about because they ain't Christians,
The thing that I've seen you cancel the fastest was your gym membership. That was probably it.
The thing that I saw canceled the fastest for you is your electricity.
The thing that I saw cancel fastest for you was your water bill.
The thing I saw canceled for you real fast, real quick in a hurry was that damn car note. Well,
it's way too soon.
And you know what? That's okay, because there's a lot of people out here who ain't got no cars, and their cars got repossessed by the damn people that they got their car from.
Mine wasn't repossessed.
Well, you like to lie about that, and that's okay. You don't have to save face here.
When you gonna have somebody repossess those love handles?
Why don't you have somebody repossess those box braids?
Why do you have somebody repossess your back rows?
Why don't you have somebody repossess those nostrils?
Why don't you have somebody repossess the craters in the back of your neck?
Why don't you have somebody repossess that tapestry in the back?
Why don't you have somebody repossess that flag in the back? Why don't you have somebody repossess that speed bump you call a chin?
Whoa. Why don't you have somebody repossess that grease on your face?
Why don't you have somebody repossess that dry patch on your face?
Why don't you have somebody repossess the black off your gums?
Why don't you have somebody repossess the black off your knees? Stacey Dash.
Oh. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I don't know who Stacey Dash is, to be perfectly honest with you. But let me tell you this. I won't be insulted for much longer. You understand me? Because I come on here and I always try to be nice to you and have a civil conversation with you because you don't know civil. Because the only civil you know is a civil war. Because your people really want to be emancipated from slavery. But what y'all didn't know is God put y'all on this planet to work.
And the only silver you know is silverware with your big ass. Because all you know is how to feed your face.
And only silver you know is silverback. Because you're a silverback gorilla built bitch.
And on the only back you know is humpback. Because that's for the lineage of whales that you come from.
And only back you know is the bareback. Because that's what happens when you get fucked in your booty hole.